Hey, everybody, how are y'all doing today? Thank y'all so much for joining my Boldly Inspired Aging, the live that we have every Thursday at 9 p.m. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Keisha L. Hayes Hagans, and I am just so grateful to be here another day that the Lord has kept me, have kept us. If you're watching this now, thank you so much for watching. If you're going to watch it in the replay, please make sure that you put hashtag replay. Okay. So I am just so grateful that you all are joining me. I'm just checking a few things to make sure my volume is good. So thank y'all for joining. Those of you who are listening right now, let me know if you can hear me. And we're going to get started right this second because I got some community announcements for you. So once again, I'm Keisha L. Hayes Hagans. This is my Boldly Inspired Aging Facebook live that I do every Thursday at 9 p.m. We're going to start with these great community announcements. Before we go into the community announcements, I did attend the Energy Justice event that was held at Bobby Gary's place on Fire Tower Road. It was very informative. He should be dropping some pictures and some information about that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Iconic Salon. So I went today to get my hair done, and I had to take a photo so I can remember the name, but it's Iconic Salon and Blow Dry. My girlfriend Renee, who went to nursing school with me, if she goes somewhere, I know it's legit. I know it's great. I had a wonderful experience. Okay. From the moment I walked in, customer service was great. So they're on St. Andrews Road. So if you want to know why my hair is looking so good, it's Iconic Salon and Blow Dry. Okay. Andrea did my hair there in Columbia on St. Andrews Road. So I just want to give a shout out because it's hard to run a business, but these women are really doing it up there. Okay. Also, if you know a resource for a senior citizen to get a ramp or get their floors fixed, I do know that through community long-term care, they do that, but I'm looking for other resources. So I have an elderly person who is in need of some flooring work done and a ramp built. Okay. And I am still supporting the individual named Sally King who is trying to get renovations for her house done. Okay. That was the event I was at in Bethune last week. So help the people if you can, if you're led to, if God says so. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So, our community announcement number one, attention, everyone. If God told you to be a blessing, be a blessing. But if God did not tell you to be a blessing, I want you to stop volunteering for financial hardship in the name of ministry. Because sometimes He did not tell us to do things and we're doing it just because. I'm guilty. All right, announcement number two. The I Got It committee has officially been dissolved. You do not have to pay for everything. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to sponsor everything. And you do not have to rescue everybody. Lord, help me somebody. All right, community announcement number three. To those still carrying everybody else's responsibilities, I want you to please report to the stewardship department immediately because your cape and superhero badge will be collected at the door. Announcement number four. Just because you have access to money does not mean God assigned that money to somebody else's emergency. Okay, sometimes we are bailing people out and God did not tell us to do that. Okay, I'm guilty of every last one of these, but I'm so glad God is working on me. Community announcement number five. The Waiting Room Ministry would like to remind everyone that delayed does not mean denied. Some blessings require preparation before possession. All right, announcement number six. If God gave you a vision, stop asking people who have no vision for permission. He already gave it to you. You don't need their permission. Announcement number 7. The Department of Divine Timing reports that your blessing is not late. It is operating on God's schedule, not yours. Announcement number 8. Please stop confusing being busy with being productive. Some of us actually need fewer projects and more prayer. Community announcement number 9. To everyone funding every dream except their own, we encourage you to schedule an appointment with yourself immediately. Y'all know y'all gotta stop trying to take care of everybody else, but not taking care of yourself. Okay. And then community announcement number 10. All right, this is the last one. I know y'all have heard this. I've said it before. Did y'all say it too? The Lord. Listen, you know, I know this is going to be funny for some people, but I'm serious. I'm really serious when I say this. We'll say, Lord, if I don't do it, nobody will. If I don't get it done, nobody else is going to get it done. I got to do it. But listen, let me tell you, the Lord, if I don't do it, nobody will support group. Okay, we're going to meet directly after service. Refreshments will be served and control issues will be discussed. Okay, you know, sometimes we got to control everything. We got to feel like we got to do everything. No, we don't have to do it. The final community announcement: God did not call us to be owners of everything. He called us to be stewards of what He entrusted to us. Stewardship is knowing what to hold, what to release, what to invest in, and what to walk away from. That's the thing. We don't know what to walk away from. So if you're in a season of waiting, don't waste the wait. I'm in a season of waiting. I've been waiting. Some things have happened. You know, I'm telling you, God's timing is the best timing. Let God teach you how to manage the blessing before the blessing arrives, because you want to be good stewards of what He gives you. So, all jokes aside, tonight I just want to talk briefly about stewardship. I'm not going to keep you long, like they say when the minister get up to preach. I have a son that I have to pick up because he's almost on the way back from camp, and we thank God for traveling mercies. So, this is a few points about stewardship, and I see my bestie over here, Tiffany, saying all these spoke to her. Michelle's on here, my sister, 30-something years friendship. Yes, I'm telling you, this is all so relevant for everybody. But all jokes aside, you know, many of us, we've been praying for increase. We've been praying for opportunities, favor, and blessings. But I'm here to tell you as a witness that God often looks at how we manage what we already have before He starts to entrust us with more. I was the person that the more I got, the more I seemed to just waste on everybody else. And it's okay to give, but you got to be led by Him, because sometimes you could just be doing stuff and it could just not be wise at all. And stewardship is more than money, you all. It's really more than money. Most people, they hear stewardship and they think finances all of a sudden, but it's really about managing everything that God has entrusted to you. I'm talking about everything, okay? That could be your time. That's a biggie. Your time is really of essence. Your gifts, you know, all of that is how you steward, okay? It could be your relationships, you know, so we're not just talking about money here. It can be your opportunities that God is blessing you with. It doesn't have to be about money. It could be your influence. You know, sometimes that's all we think about is money. But I want to ask you, are you managing what God gave you, or are you taking it for granted? And I'm here to tell you, stewardship requires discernment. Me and my girlfriend was just talking about this earlier. It requires discernment. Not every good opportunity is a God opportunity. Sometimes we are so exhausted because we're carrying assignments that God never gave us. Hot dog. How many of us are carrying assignments that God never gave us? And some of these assignments are people. He never gave us those people, and we're carrying those assignments. I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you're called to do it. You got to ask God, is this my responsibility? Or am I interfering with your work in someone else's life? Because they could be going through something right now that God wants them to go through, and then we're interfering, trying to play superhero. We got to put that cape up. God didn't say do that. You need to ask God. And that's another thing. Another thing, stewardship means knowing the difference between helping and rescuing. Many of us have blessed people, hired people, loaned money, opened doors, and sacrificed for others. But I'm telling you, helping is biblical. You gotta ask God to lead you in all of this. Rescuing people from lessons God is trying to teach them is not, okay? Stewardship will ask, Lord, what do you want me to do? Because sometimes we move with our emotions, we move with our heart. I'm telling you, I can talk about this so well because I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. We move with our heart, and sometimes our heart takes control over logic and reasoning. Okay, and we could just be doing some stuff that just don't make no sense. And stewardship in the waiting season, I want to talk to you about that. We often focus on the blessing that we don't have yet. Stop looking at what we don't have and ask God to prepare you for what He's about to give you. If you're not prepared to receive it, you can't handle it when it comes your way. God often focuses on what we're doing with what we already have. He's not going to give you something else if you can't manage what he already gave you. Before he enlarges your territory, he watches how you are handling your current territory. I'm here to tell you all, the waiting season is not punishment, y'all. It's preparation. Okay? And then faith believes God has not forgotten. I believe it's in the Hebrew chapter, Hebrews 11:6, where it talks about um, God being a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And some of us, we've been working, we've been serving, we've been giving, we've been sacrificing, we've been wondering when our season is coming. But I want to tell you that God has not forgotten your labor. He has not forgotten your tears, your prayers, your obedience. Okay? Your responsibility is stewardship. God's responsibility is recompense. Okay? Recompense. That's that word. When it's His time, He will give it to you. So, in my closing, and I know I wasn't staying on here long, but this I wanted to be deep, and I wanted it to be something that I could reach someone with, but you can take for the rest of the week and you can use even in the future. I want to close with this. So maybe the question isn't, when is my blessing coming? Maybe you need to start asking God this, because this is how I changed. I changed and said, I stopped saying, when is my blessing coming, God? And I said, God, am I prepared to manage what I've been praying for when it does come? That's what I had to ask. Am I prepared to manage what I've been praying for when it arrives? Because God doesn't just bless us, He entrusts us. oh my gosh, he doesn't just bless us, he entrusts us. And I'm here today to tell you that everything that God has for you, it's going to come. And everything that is ordained for you, it's going to happen, and nobody can stop it. But I want you in your waiting season to continue to prepare and to not ask when, where, who, how, but just continue preparing, because I'm telling you, it is worth the wait. And I use this all the time. You know, I know that when we go to a restaurant, we sit down and we order something and we look around and we're like, wait a minute. I ordered like 30 minutes ago. I still don't have my food. Everybody else getting their food. Sometimes because your order was special and was custom made, it took more time to prepare. But honey, when it came out, it was worth all the wait that you had to wait to get it. And I'm telling you, you might be waiting now, but every bit of what you're waiting for when you receive it, it's going to be worth it. So wait on God, trust in God, let God be your guidance, okay? And I want you to steward over everything you have well. And I want Him to lead you in everything that you are asking to do, okay? I'm telling you, don't be like me. In the past, I was doing things based on how I felt, what my emotions were telling me, my heart, not what God was saying, okay? I want you to remember, God never steers us wrong. He always knows what's best. Let Him guide you, and you will never end up on the bad side of things if you let Him guide you. You know, you ever notice when you do something for somebody, if they don't respond the way you want them to, you get upset. You know, sometimes some of the things we're doing, it wasn't meant for us to do anyway, because I'm realizing now that when we do what God tells us to do, it don't matter if they say thank you. It don't matter if they give us a cold shoulder after we've done it. It doesn't matter. We're not feeling no type of way because we did it unto the Lord. And we know that He is going to reward us. It doesn't matter what they do here. But if you put yourself in it and you're doing emotions, then you're going to always be looking for something in return. And that's the wrong thing to do. You're doing things to serve Him, not to please people. Okay? So I want you to just stay in tune with Him and just know that your blessing is coming and it's greater than you've ever imagined. Okay. So I want to hear all the comments that you are thinking about this subject. I want you to put it in the comments. Even though I'm getting ready to end the live, I will respond back. Tara, it's so good to see you, sweetheart. Brandy, my friend, good that you're on here. Everybody else that's joining, I really appreciate you coming on the live. I want you all to have a blessed rest of your week. Do something great this weekend. And remember to wait on God and be a good steward of what He has entrusted you with. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much, Tara. Love all of you. I'll talk to you soon.